And welcome back. So a lot of these videos that I'm recently doing, I just did a big run through of a bunch of twice turn bowls. I'm going to try to start doing a little bit less audio and more interacting. I know I've been getting a lot of comments about that, so yeah, I'll make a few changes, but I do have quite a few other videos and I am working on one also that's not wood turning. It's building this chicken coop that I was talking about, since some of y'all are interested in that kind of stuff also. So this is some wild cherry and it's twice turned. I'm using my Carter & Sons 3/4 inch bowl gouge. It's beefy. I like it. It's a lot easier to handle, especially when you're getting them in the round. And I did have a little bit of a new chatter when I was turning it, so I stopped, took a minute and checked it all out, and come to find out that it had come loose just a little bit in that mortise. Twice turn bowls, yeah, I shouldn't have done mortises. I should have done tenons, because they're easy to grab a hold of, and if a bowl spins and finds a loose spot in that tenon, it'll jump out around on you. And I had to get the front of it flat so I could get it in the coal jaws to get the mortise reshaped to completely finish it. This is the Carter & Sons 1/2 inch bowl gouge on it. And on this section of live edge with the bark on it right there, I did soak it down heavily, as you can see, with some thin CA. I went with the thin so it could soak up real deep down in there. I didn't want to fight with any soft places either. It's always kind of challenging when you're leaving a little bit of bark on the outside, because eventually on the inside you'll see that I got into the bark on the inside, so it's kind of a guessing game on if you're going to come through in some of those small spots or not. You can use calipers and check it out, but it's a good idea to soak it down with some thin CA just to make sure that it doesn't come flying out or break, since the bark is always softer. And after I'm done, I'll use a scraper and check for any high spots, low spots, just those little minuscule problem places. I mean, I ain't perfect with a bowl gouge by no means. Some something I've yet to master. I've only been doing it for about 3 years as a hobby. So yeah, I know you're not supposed to touch your wood whenever it's spinning, but I do it. Don't mean you should. I'm just an idiot sometimes. And I'm also, so here's the bark that I was talking about on the inside. And I'm using some thin right now, but I'll go back and put some black in there and a little bit of wood shavings, because that part of the bark was pretty soft and it went a little bit further in than I would have liked to have. So I ended up putting some shavings in there. And these little bottles, they're great for little bitty small cracks. You can get them off Amazon. I've got them in my store, my little Amazon store. Sure, there's the black, and then I end up coming back in with some shavings just to kind of fill it in. When I'm doing my sanding, I always like to keep my speed low, especially when getting up to higher grits. This one, I took it up to 1,000, 1,200, something like that. So when you're going that fast, you really want to reduce the friction, because the surface area is a whole lot greater than if you were to be using something like 80 grit. So the higher the grit, slow it down. It helps a lot. And right there you can see all the projects that I got going on at the same time. So there's a bunch more videos coming. Just getting them edited, that's the fun part. But I used Mahoney's walnut oil in this thing, let it dry for 2 or 3 days just to get a good full dry, and then came back with the Mahoney's oil and wax. And yeah, gave it a nice dark color to it. Great stuff, and it's food safe. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.